Welcome to the Sports Post Podcast. This is Jag Manget for May 25th, 2021. So, hope everybody had a good long weekend. Good long Victoria Day long weekend. Couple notable games that I think everybody knows by now. Oilers went into triple overtime. I didn't see it because I had to go to bed because I have to work. Had to work the next day. They actually lost, so they got swept. Oilers got swept, and they're going golfing. So I just think they have a lot of contract negotiations that they have to take care of, and considering the fact that they got swept in the playoffs, just makes it even that much harder to negotiate on who to pay and who not to pay. So that is the NHL Oilers. Also got who got swept was um, the St. Louis Blues, Colorado. So they're sitting pretty for the next little bit, and Washington Capitals were eliminated by Boston Bruins. So tonight you have Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Canadiens. Canadiens are down 2-1 in that series against Toronto, and you have. I didn't see this coming. I automatically thought Carolina Hurricanes would sweep the Predators, Nashville Predators, but that is not the case. That series is tied up 2 apiece, and that is it for the NHL tonight. So I am predicting Toronto is going to win tonight, and I'm predicting Carolina has to actually figure this out because they were a top seeded team, and to go down and now be stuck in a 2-2 series, that doesn't pose very well for the Hurricanes. However, Hurricanes can probably come back from this and win. I just think it might end up going 7 games. So NBA tonight we have currently you have NBA tip off. Boston Celtics taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets have all their 3 starters in there right now. They beat them by like 10 or 15 points last game, and so they lead that series 1-0. Also, you have the Clippers taking on the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas ended up beating them last game, and therefore Dallas is up 1-0 in that series. Lakers taking on the Phoenix Suns. Again, Lakers fell to the Suns by quite a bit. They didn't have the intensity, they didn't have the matchup, and also it's just you could tell the Lakers are still pretty banged up from their injuries. So you have a healthy Suns team, a hungry Suns team led by Chris Paul. Chris Paul ended up injuring his shoulder, but he did come back several times throughout the game. They lead 1-0. They also play tonight. So that is it for the NBA tonight. You have quite a few notable games. Um, Other rumors, or sorry, before we get to the rumors, you had Milwaukee Bucks blowing out the Miami Heat last night. Memphis Grizzlies ended up beating top seeded Utah Jazz. I did not see that coming. John Morant is a beast. He ended up beating uh, Steph Curry on I think it was Friday, and he ended up beating the him and the Memphis Grizzlies ended up beating the Utah Jazz last night. Even though Donovan Mitchell was not playing, but Donovan Mitchell will play the next game. Still, that is not an excuse to fall to the Memphis Grizzlies. So, will Memphis take game 2 as they took game 1? Only way to find out is by actually tuning into the game. However, I think Utah ties us up 1 apiece. Milwaukee just clobbered Miami Heat. Miami Heat do not have the firepower that they did going into the playoff bubble last year. So it's just Miami Heat has been rumored to be linked to Kawhi Leonard. Now, I've been on record saying that Kawhi Leonard is not re-signing with the Clippers this offseason. Look for him to either A, go to Golden State, or B, go to Miami Heat. And I really think that he will end up joining Jimmy Butler and going to the Miami Heat because it is the East. It is not as strong as the West. It's strong. Like you have Milwaukee Bucks, you have the 76ers, but it is not that strong compared to the West. That's just my personal opinion. So tune in tonight when you have a bunch of games: Clippers, Mavericks, Suns, Lakers, Celtics, Nets, Montreal Canadiens, Toronto Maple Leafs, and Nashville Predators taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. This is Jag Manget for the Sports Post Podcast. It is May 25th, 2021.